What is a CISD? A CISD is essentially your order block. I guess it's a tiny bit different, but depends on how you trade them. But I'll show you guys how I spot these. It is a part of my strategy, but I do not use them as an entry. First thing we need to do is find a series of candles that tapped into a key level. And these candles need to be the same color. Right here we have two key levels, this fair value gap and this draw on liquidity. The series of candles that tapped into these key levels are these two black candles right here. So we're gonna mark out the opening of the first candle that started this move. Not the wick, but the opening. When price comes back and closes above this level, this now formed a CISD, which you can now mark out this whole range as your order block. Now, in order to see this CISD get respected, we want to see a candle wick into this and continue higher. You don't typically want to see a candlestick closure inside of this level. So typically, if somebody were to be entering off of a CISD, they'd have their entry here, and then stop loss below this level, and then take profit, previous draws liquidity, whatever. But I don't typically place my entry off of a CISD. What I would typically do is either enter off of this inverse fair value gap from the move down, or this fair value gap from the move up. It's super situational, but typically I like to go with inverse fair value gap entries. A CISD means change in the state of delivery. So your break of structure is whenever we break a structure above that wick. A CISD is just whenever we break above that candle body. So it indicates an order flow shift before you see a break of structure. So whenever I say it's a piece of my strategy, I mean that I look for a CISD to happen, but I don't enter off of the retracement to it. Typically, there's other key levels inside of that CISD that can give me a better entry.